what do we do now in this day and age? We go onto Instagram, right? And we check out their YouTube channel, or we check out their website or whatever. So I think my advice to people out there is to make sure you have some sort of setup, way for us to check you out. I even have shortcuts now, right? I have shortcuts for my Calendly. I have shortcuts for my website. I have shortcuts for my YouTube channel. So I'm always just sending it out. It's like my way of saying, go check me out, go see me. Of course, when they're asking information, tell me more about you, whatever. And I'm able to very quickly and easily share with them my video that talks about my business and things like that. It's very easy for me to do that. So now they know I'm legitimate. Now they know I'm real. And I think a lot of people, they only post pictures of them and their dog and them and their food and things like that. I mean, how big of a mistake is that, would you say?
Yeah, and there's no excuse anymore. Like, it's 2023. We can find really quality work for pennies on the dollar. Like, there is no excuse for anybody. If you can find $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000, the amount of quality work you can get done, whether it's a website, whether it's help putting together reels, for reels on podcasts, for example. Like, if you do a webinar, you can use an app called video.app. I think it's VIDYO.app. It's like 30 or 40 bucks a month. It'll chop up your clips. It'll give you these amazing 30 to 40 second reels. Is it like world class, which you could pay someone hundreds of dollars an hour to? No. But is it like pretty darn good? Absolutely. Like, there is no excuse anymore in 2023 why you can't have the most basic brand to show your social proof, because it doesn't cost what it used to even 10 years ago. It doesn't mean you have to hire a full-time person to be in the office every day. There is insanely talented people from all around the world that are hungry and looking for work that can put this stuff together for you for pennies on the dollar, or use technology, automation, AI to help you out with this. So absolutely, there's just no excuse for it.
Yeah, that's I just literally, before I got on with you, I spent an hour with I have a Wealth on the Beach coaching program that people sign up for on wealthonthebeach.com. And it's every Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I get on with a bunch of people, and we talk about different subjects. We talk about AI technology, which I talked about this morning. We talk about sales, we talk about marketing, we talk about branding, we talk about anything under the sun. I mean, leadership, you name it, money, budgeting, financial planning, everything. But you just, maybe think about what I was just talking about today. And I was sharing with them that, in the old days, we didn't have enough money to pay for an assistant. We're trying to get your business off the ground. I mean, you don't have a lot of money. Maybe you're just an independent salesperson, whatever. And so maybe you don't have a lot of money to pay somebody $30,000 a year to be your assistant. Well, with AI technology now, you literally can say, hey, write me a caption, add hashtags, add a call to action, and sprinkle emojis throughout the caption, and make the caption long, so it's kind of like a length of a blog, so people have stuff to read. And boom, just like that, in 3.7 seconds, you got yourself a beautiful caption that, by the way, celebrities and companies have been paying people to do this for a long time. I mean, this is not new that you pay someone. So everybody thinks that Kim Kardashian sits in her bed every day and she's like, what do I say? And she's writing her captions and she's trying to figure out, she's got a team of people that does that stuff. Now, I think, Adam, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that now we're kind of getting a little bit of a more level playing field. And I think you were also mentioning places like Fiverr. You were, like apps like Fiverr that you can go on there. You can pay somebody pennies on the dollar to do almost anything for you. I'm getting my trademark done right now. I'm having somebody help me through the process of my trademark. I had somebody edit my book, Wealth on the Beach. And I had somebody proofread it for me and edit it for me and all that stuff for pennies on the dollar that I maybe would have in the past had to pay tens of thousands of dollars for somebody to do that for me. So how cool is it that we live in a world today that people like you and me, maybe we don't have the budgets of Mark Zuckerberg or Kardashians or some celebrity, but we do now have the ability through these technologies and these apps and these forums and these platforms to be able to get stuff done for relatively, for very inexpensive amount. So what do you think about that? Are we in a new world, man?
Dude, spot on, 100%. Like the playing field is so much more even today than it has ever been. Like one of the things I talk about a lot is how the future for entrepreneurs is who can be the best at outsourcing and automation. If you can learn those two skills, you as an entrepreneur, I don't care if you have a small cupcake shop on Main Street, if you're trying to build a tech business, if you're in insurance, whatever it is, the future for entrepreneurs is going to be built on how good are you at automating and outsourcing. It's one of the skills that I struggled so deeply with in my tech startup. Like I would, and I don't say this with a badge of honor, but it was just my reality. I thought you had to be in the office from before the sun rose to far after the sun set. Like it was 6 a.m. till 7, 8, 9 p.m. almost every single day. But the reason why is because I was not good at outsourcing and automating and delegating. That's been the skill that allows me to travel all across the world, be on different time zones, and have team members that in American, US standards, you're paying nothing to, but where they are, they're the wealthiest people where they are. They're making great money. They are a joy to work with. They do high quality work. And I've had MIT PhDs that I've worked with, and the people I work with now are some of the most phenomenal workers, such a joy to be around and do a great job every single day, trustworthy, all that. But you have to learn the skill to automate, to outsource. I teach a class virtually to small business owners once a week, and I've been doing it for a few years now. And that's what I always try to hammer home. You want an X factor that I guarantee you, or a good chance your competition isn't doing. You got to learn things like AI. You got to learn how to outsource. You got to learn how to use tools like Fiverr, like Upwork, things like that. You got to learn how to manage them, how to create instructions, how to use tools like Loom where you can record instructions. Like there are so many basic things where if we can learn it today, we have the opportunity to be such strong entrepreneurs because it ain't going anywhere. It's going to just keep getting better and better and better. And we don't want to fall behind.
Yeah, this really is a game changer. I mean, I think with ChatGPT, it is revolutionizing my life. Even, I mean, everybody was so excited that I was doing, because I kind of promoted it a little bit yesterday, and everybody's really, really excited about hearing this morning. I even went so far, I taught how to talk to the AI, like specific things that you have to say to prompt it, because it really is the next generation of the world is understanding how to communicate with this technology, because garbage in, garbage out. Right? If you know how to talk to it, you're going to be more successful at it, getting you the information that you need. But I mean, let's be honest, man. It's wild to be able to just type in anything you want. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but I was sharing it this morning. I mean, I wanted to make a little poem for my daughter, so I just told it to make me a poem. I told it all the wonderful things about my daughter and things I wanted to say. And then all of a sudden, in 3.7 seconds, man, it popped out a beautiful poem. I did the same thing. I mean, she's 17, and I thought it would be cute if I made her a really cool like story, about dragons and about how her dad was the king of the castle and all these different things, and it made up this brilliant story. It was so much fun. So I just think, I wish they were little again, of course. But I mean, when they were 5 years old, I used to tell them stories every night. How cool would it have been for me to make beautiful, awesome, customized stories for my little kids? And then looking at this technology from the standpoint of, asking it to do research. I mean, how much does that cost? I mean, in the real world, right? I pay the pro, so pay like $20 a month or something, which is nothing when you're thinking about the value that it's giving me. It's researching everything for me. It's giving me content for my YouTube channel. It's giving me content for my reels. It's giving me, all types of scripts and marketing ideas and just information that, to me, I mean, I can write okay, but sometimes, it's nice when it gives you the foundation of what you want to say, and then you just expand from that.
If you like this video and you would like to watch another clip, click right here. If you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.